Howdy guys, welcome back to BRG Photography. My name is Ben, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at the difference between using frequency separation and dodge and burn when you are retouching skin. Should be interesting, so let's just dive right in. Alright guys, welcome back. So this is a video that I've wanted to make for a while, basically showcasing the difference between dodge and burn and frequency separation, because I feel like frequency separation recently kind of has like a bad rap, and people feel that dodge and burn method is the superior method or the superior technique for retouching skin. And I don't know, I disagree. I think that if you do frequency separation well and correctly, and it can look just as good as dodge and burn. When I first was using Affinity Photo to do all my portrait retouches, I was exclusively using frequency separation. Then I learned the dodge and burn method and switched over to that. And now I kind of go back and forth depending on the image. So what I want to show you, or what I want to do today, is kind of a blind taste test where I can have you look at the same image, retouch twice, one using frequency separation, one using dodge and burn, and have you guys decide for yourself which you prefer, which you think looks better. Or maybe you can even tell, oh, this was definitely dodge and burn, oh, that one was definitely frequency separation. So yeah, let's just take a look here. So what I've got is I have this photo that I took a while back, and yeah, they're side by side. I took one image, I retouched it using frequency separation, then I reset it, and I did it again using dodge and burn, only focusing on the skin and her face. So I didn't go over anything in the chest or her hair or her eyes or her lips, just the face area to focus basically on that. So if we zoom in a bit, you can see here, this is one. This is the other. I think side by side is almost impossible to even like see any difference. But when I show them to you like overlapped, you'll definitely see there are some differences. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and turn these off and show you the before. So of course the before is the same on both images. And I want to kind of explain my thought process in retouching this image. So we've got this gorgeous model under this overcast day. So we've got this beautiful, soft, diffused light coming down. And she has this wonderful texture in her skin, which I want to try to preserve as much as I can. But at the same time, I want to kind of minimize some of the inconsistencies in the texture of the skin, some of the higher contrast areas, some patchiness, and just certain little blemishes and little bumps that people normally have on their face. So for example, here on the cheek, you can see there's a bit more shadow and a bit textured here. This side of the cheek's a bit bumpier. We got some little bumps and little things on the forehead, and just some tonal differences and not discoloration, but just kind of tonal inconsistencies in the chin. And maybe the bridge of the nose is a bit dark here. So all I wanted to do is try to smooth that out a bit while still keeping a lot of that beautiful skin texture, which I think I did pretty good. You may disagree, but you know. So this is the before and this is the after. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me zoom out a bit, and I am going to turn everything off. So here is the original untouched. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you method one, which is this. I'm going to back out to show you the before. And now here is method two and the original. So I'm going to go ahead and show them to you back to back. So this is method one, and then this is method two, just kind of on top of that. So you can see there definitely is some difference in the way it looks. So can you tell me which one is which? This is two, this is one, and that's the before. We'll do it one more time, and then I'll show you the answer. So this is method one. And here is method two. Let's zoom in a bit. Method one and method two. All right. Yeah, I mean it's even hard for me to sometimes tell the difference, and I actually edited them both. So here we go. Big reveal. So this method right here was done using dodge and burn. This was retouched using dodge and burn, and we can see that by, if I open up my little layer group here, you can see I've got a typical curves adjustments layer to do my dodging and burning. Let me go ahead and turn that off. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing here. So I've got my dodge layer, which we can see all my little dodge adjustments. And I'm using this to just lighten some of the darker parts of the skin to kind of balance it out and even it out. And then I also have my dodge layer where I am darkening parts of the skin to kind of bring everything together. And then I've got a little details layer where I just come in, and you can kind of, if we get in close, you can see these little, little micro details, little micro fixes, removing some of those micro contrasts just to kind of help even out the skin. And to be honest, you don't even see too much of it when you're fully zoomed out, but it's something that I like to do just because, like I've mentioned before, you never know where these images might end up. She might want the full size one day, and it might turn up in some magazine or some big print, and it's nice to have everything nice and clean down to the pixel level. Alrighty, so that was dodge and burn, and then of course this is a frequency separation, and we can look at this, and I've got a kind of basic thing here. I'm going to turn that off. So I've got my low frequency, I've got a pixel layer in between there, and I've got my high frequency layer. So if we look at just my adjustments, you can see what I do here is I use the healing brush to help blend in areas of like contrast and some of those tonal differences between dark and light to help smooth out the skin, to smooth out the transitions. And so you can see if I turn that off and turn that on, I'm able to get rid of a lot of that. And then I also, similar to dodge and burn, I have a little details layer where I just come in and just remove some of these tiny little details. Sometimes a little hair, a little bump, a little nick, or things like that. So that is that. All right, so what did I learn from this? What did you guys think about it? One thing I will say is definitely dodge and burn took a lot longer. This frequency separation method, so doing this, probably took about less than 10 minutes, just because you can look and you can see how much bigger just the brush strokes are and stuff here. I can just go through this really fast. Where with dodge and burn, you notice, like I showed you before, these are all little things I had to paint in. So with dodge and burn, especially with someone with texture, skin texture like hers, is you really have to come in and almost like micro dodging and burning. You really have to come in and go to these little individual dark spots and dodge each individual one. You can kind of see a little bit there, especially down here in the chin. You can see where there's all the little dark spots. I had to come in manually and just use the brush to lighten them. Where with a frequency separation, I could probably just knock that all out in like 1 or 2 brush strokes. I didn't have to do as much burning here. You can see it's just made on the lower half, but still coming in and again doing a lot of this like micro burning where I got to come in and just all these little, for example, these little white patches here and here and here and here, I got to come in and individually burn those to get them nice. So I'll say that dodge and burn probably took me about 30 minutes to get to this level, where frequency separation took about 10 minutes. So I would definitely say frequency separation is a lot faster than dodge and burn. But I hope in this video you could see that frequency separation is not just an easy, cheap way to do skin retouching. If you do it really well and you have your initial settings set up properly, frequency separation, which is what we're looking at right now, can look fantastic, I think. And then dodge and burn can look just as great. I think both of them are pretty equal. It's just you have to really get good with them. So what I think I'm going to do for my next 2 videos is I'm going to go ahead and do a video on each method. I'm going to show you with this image how I edited with frequency separation and then how I did my dodge and burn. So that way you can understand both techniques and you can see how I got to this point using either method. So that is that, guys. I hope you kind of enjoyed this video. It's a bit shorter than my normal long videos, but I thought it would just be interesting to showcase this. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, like, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next videos about frequency separation in depth and dodge and burn in depth. So I'll see you next time. As always, thanks for watching.